Hi everyone, in this video we're going to go over how to enable the WP debug feature, that way we can see PHP errors. Now as you can see, we are currently looking at a website with a 500 error, and one of the ways that we can troubleshoot it is by using the WP debug feature to see the PHP errors, to see if it's something we can take a look at to resolve to get the site back online. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is to log into our site via FTP. Now that we are into our site via FTP, you're going to want to open up the wp-config.php file, which I already have open, but you can see that it's right here. And now to enable the WP debug feature, all you have to do is add the WP debug define anywhere above the "that's all, stop editing, happy blogging" line. All right, now let's go ahead and save the define now that we have it in. It's going to ask us if we really want to do this. Yes, we do. Okay, now let's go back over to our site. Let's click reload. Okay, great. So now we have an error that we can use to start trying to get this site back online. And we can see that we're having an error in the WP Content Plugins iTheme Security Pro directory. And then it's going to be in the core directory, the core.php file on line 18. So we're just going to follow this directory path in our FTP and then open up the core.php file in our text editor and then take a look at line 18 and see if we can find out why we're getting this error. All right, so now let's go to our WP content file, plugins, iTheme Security Pro, core, and then core.php. I'm gonna let's right click and then view edit. It's gonna open it up in my text editor and okay, that looks kind of weird. Look at this line right here on 18, it's underlined because it needs to be corrected. And I bet if we just remove this A and then save the file and click yes, I bet once we go back over to our website, our site will be back online. Let's go ahead and reload the page. And look at that. Now we can see how using the WP debug feature will make it easier to troubleshoot your issues and get your site back online a little bit faster. But we're not quite finished yet. Let's say that you want to turn off the WP debug feature. You're just going to want to go back to your text editor and let's go back to our WP config file. And now to turn this off, you don't have to remove the define. You can simply set the define to false and save the file. And now WP debug is turned off to false. That way, if you do have any errors, it's not going to display on the front end of your website for all your customers or visitors to see. But if you do run into an issue, you can just quickly come over to your WP config director file, set that to true, find out where the error is coming from, and then track it down using your FTP and make the appropriate changes, and you can get your site back up online. Now, I hope this video has been helpful for you, and don't forget to subscribe to see more videos about all things WordPress.